Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday. All you need today is uno piece of equipment. I have no idea how to say dumbbell in Spanish, but if anybody knows, drop that in the comments below because that is the piece of equipment that you need. Besides, of course, your awesome selves. So technically 2 pieces of equipment, but just one that you actually need an extra piece for. Now, why 1 dumbbell? Well, it's lighter to carry and travel with, right? The biggest reason that I find is that oftentimes I'll be, even in my own gym, I'll go to look for a dumbbell and I want to do maybe some dumbbell curls. I got 2 dumbbells that I want to use, 10 pounds, 12, whatever it happens to be. And I go, oh no, there's only 1 10-pound weight. Okay, fine. Or even worse than that is thinking you grab 2 of the same dumbbells and one happens to be 10 and one happens to be 12. And then you walk around with one much larger bicep. So 1 dumbbell for today's workout for all exercises divided into legs, arms, and abs. So let's get started. All right, we're gonna get started with our legs. So again, 1 dumbbell, and we're gonna go 10 repetitions for everything today, but just know if you have a heavier dumbbell available, you may need to do less reps, and if you have a lighter one available, clearly you would need to do more reps. The key is going until those muscles start to feel fatigued, and that can vary based on dumbbell size and how you're feeling for the day. So just always pay attention to that. So grabbing this good old dumbbell right in the middle, I'm gonna bring my left foot forward. My right leg is gonna go back as some support, but I'm really moving from this left hip. So I'm pressing that left hip back and then coming up and almost doing even a little pelvic tilt to really get the glutes on that side. So there's 2. My balance isn't great. I'm gonna come up on my toes. Shift it back. 3, 4, 5, 6, really letting this left leg do most of the work here. 7, 8, 9, and we have 1 more, 10. Just so you can see what this back leg is doing, I'm gonna stay on this same side. Same idea, I'm gonna shift that right hip back and then come up, add a little bit of that tuck. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'll do the last couple on the other side here. 8, 9, and 1 more is 10. Awesome, I'm gonna face you guys, stepping back with that left leg. I'm gonna step right down into a lunge, and I'm gonna rotate over, my whole body almost went over that front leg, and step it together. So using those quads for sure, and with this rotation, adding a little bit more into those glutes. So that's 2. 3, really think about using your abs to help you rotate as well. 4, then you get a little bit more ab work too. Woo-hoo. 5, 6, 7, don't forget the breathing. 8, I almost did. 9, 1 more on this side, and 10, good. Step it back with that right side, that right leg, dropping straight down, rotating over to the left, step it together. When you go to step it together, really make sure you're using this left or that front leg to do that work. So that was 3, 4, 5, I'm definitely breathing now. 6, 7, 3 more on this side. There we go. 8, 9, 1 more. That's 10. Switching it up, I'm gonna take this left leg, I'm going to cross it behind into a bit of a curtsy, and then out to the side for that lateral lunge. So that's 1, try to keep those toes pointing forward, that front foot on that one, and then that left leg as you come out. That's 2, 3, opposite leg. Nice and bent there. Nice and straight on the other one. That's 4, oh my goodness. 5, you maybe get one extra one here. 6, 7, 8, really using these side glutes here. That's 9, one more. Glute medius, glute minimus, and 10. And of course the other side. Now switch that brain around a little bit. So step it back with that right leg behind as much as you can, sitting back into it, and then off to the side. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 3 more on this side, and then we're going down to the ground. 8, 9, last one here, and 10. Awesome. One more leg one on the ground. Now, if you have a heavier weight, we're gonna do this with 2 legs, and you can take that dumbbell and just rest it over those hips. Now you need to play around with this a little bit. Make sure you're not smushing everything or anything and being uncomfortable. But we'll start with 2 legs here. Feet are gonna come about hip width apart. I'm going to think about doing just a little bit of that pelvic tilt here. So I'm flattening a touch towards the ground and then lifting that butt up, even adding a little extra squeeze at the top, and coming back down. Don't let those knees collapse in towards one another. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, and then I'm gonna show you how to make it a little harder. 8, besides adding reps. 9, one more. Phew, good, okay. If that is just way too easy for you, you can take that dumbbell, place it over one leg, bring this opposite leg up towards you. Same idea with that little bit of a tuck and lift. Try not to dip or tip those hips, and then come back down and trying to shoot for 10 on each side. Of course, if it felt too much, then you can always start doing these without a dumbbell, and you just use, like I said, your own awesome selves. So we're gonna be moving on right now onto arms. Moving on to arms, this first arm one does use a little bit of leg too. I'm a little sneaky with this one. And it is a little balancy too. I just like to throw those things in there. So make sure that you do have something sturdy that you can stand next to if need be. So I'm gonna face this direction, standing on my right leg. You can always put those toes down if needed. Little bend in that right knee. I'm gonna shift into that single leg deadlift position, squeeze gently into that shoulder blade, and then I'm bringing that elbow really up and back like this. We're gonna stay there for 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you can see I'm a little wobbly, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm gonna come all the way back up just to get a little bit more glute, and then switching legs. So standing on that left leg, shifting back into that single leg deadlift, squeeze into that shoulder blade gently and pull back and up for 1, 2, so obviously working the back of the shoulder here. 3, 4, 5, and into that upper back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. One more arm standing. You're going to grab the ends of the dumbbell this time, and we're making a figure 8. It's okay if it doesn't look like a perfect figure 8. The goal is to try to just get a swirliness, okay? So we're going to go down, up, and around, and I have no idea if this is really an 8. I'm pretty sure it is, but that's 2, 3. So arms and shoulders here. We're going to go both directions. That's 4. Using your abs too at the same time. 5, 6, 7. You can keep your arms down a little bit if it starts to bother your shoulder. 9, in other words, don't hike. And 10, this is the tricky part, going in the other direction. 1, I think I'm doing it. 2, 3, 4, my weight shifting a little bit side to side here. 5, 6, forearms even working too a little. 7, 8, 9, row your boat, and 10. Okay, the other 2 are down on the ground for the arms. We're working through that chest now. I'm gonna again grab both sides or both ends of that dumbbell, and I'm actually gonna press. So I'm getting a little isometric contraction going through here as well, and then I'm bringing my elbows down towards the ground. So it's squeezing through that dumbbell that whole time, and you should really feel that even before you begin to move. So here we go, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is a great way if you don't have a super heavy dumbbell that you can get a little bit more oomph out of it. 9, and one more is 10. Good, now I'm gonna grab through the middle and we're gonna work on those triceps. So arms are gonna come overhead a bit, your forearm stays right where it is, and now I'm just gonna let those elbows bend towards my head. That's why it's called the skull crusher. Please don't actually crush that skull. So here's 2, although I just did. 3, maybe it'll make an improvement, who knows. 4, 5, 6, 7, nothing's moving but that forearm, although my toes are. 8, can't help it. 9, and one more is 10. Good, moving on, we got a couple ab movements to do. 2 more exercises to go on the ground. Always remember you can do these on the bed instead if that is more comfortable for your body. No problem there. And if you like this video, don't forget to click that little thumbs up button and subscribe for more like this. So, making sure that you have that belly button kind of pulled in a little bit so that you're ready to get those abs working and a happy spot for your spine. From there, while breathing, we're gonna bring those legs up overhead, and I'm gonna bring the dumbbell up overhead, and I'm just clasping both hands together over that dumbbell. One leg is gonna drop, and then arms are gonna come overhead. Notice I am not dropping all the way, or I will arch into that if I do. If that is too much, you go ahead and bend those legs and still add that arm. Also notice, right, my arms are not going all the way overhead, or I would start to arch that rib cage, and we don't want to do that either. So that's 5, 6, 20 total here. 7, right, 10 on each side. 8, 9, you don't have to point your toes, but you can if you want. 10, halfway. 10, 9, 8, really working the whole length of the abs here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, but you are not done. Keep those legs up. I'm gonna take the dumbbell in my left hand, and it's gonna be the right leg that now moves. This is a tricky one, even though it doesn't look that tough. Left arm's gonna come out to the side, and right leg is gonna come out to the side without trying to flip in either direction. So just small movements so that that whole middle is staying nice and steady. So that's 2. Again, you can always do a little bend if you need to. 3, 4, it's hard to keep this one up in the air straight too. 5, you can always bend that elbow too if that's more comfortable on your shoulder. 6, this is about the abs, not the arms for this one. 7, 8, 9, I'm tempted to not breathe on these, but I will keep breathing, and 10, and switching sides. So right arm comes out, left leg comes out for 1. Don't let it cause you to fall over. 2, I have done that before. 3, 4, not on purpose. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, you did it.